It is time for a reckoning. From beneath the remains of this broken scene, a hunter has risen with one clear purpose. Kill them all. His name, the Destroyer. A whirlwind of death, a firestorm of vengeance. One man, born in hell, and bred for destruction. In a world worth dying for, let the executions begin. And feel the wrath of the Destroyer 2 Extinction Event. Rated R.
Hi everyone, this is Ekon here from the Foundation server, coming to you with another video. I don't make these very often. I'd like to kind of focus on quality and acquiring the best kind of footage I can present to everyone. The first part was a little bit more on the strategy and the fun things we do in our alliance to kind of keep things interesting and moving along. So, an ambush here, making sure that we stop our enemies dead in their tracks where we can. So we're not the strongest alliance, but I'd say, and I'm not trying to grow a big ego here, but I'd say we're definitely by far the biggest on strategy and good plays. So here what's happening is we've noticed someone, I think is T-Roar or T3-Roar, I don't know exactly, someone from our alliance effectively pointed out that this 1.4 billion resource player was just sitting there idle in a level 1 system there. So obviously at about 2:30 a.m. my time, I'm in Australia, we noticed this. Anyone that was awake just started raiding. You can see a lot of people bubbled there that are unable to hit that base effectively and take that resources, and I feel so bad for them. But we're chatting there about upgrading our cargo ships. I've definitely upgraded mine halfway into it. We're trying all officer combinations. I definitely prefer Scotty and Arcady. Scotty to boost the hull, Arcady to boost the shield, and Stun, of course, to boost the cargo. And obviously, as you level up Spock and Kirk, they're better because they keep your shields almost at maximum after you've raided or hitting someone with your survey ship. But they do need to be up pretty high. Like I think Spock has to be something about 400% bonus. So beyond all that, we're basically raiding from about 2:30 a.m. till about 8:39 a.m. So it took us, I mean, that's like a good 7-8 hours to raid that many resources. Luckily, and there's T3-Roar up there mentioned, as you can see in the chat. So that's the guy that found him. Thank you so much. And he wasn't able to partake in the raid because he didn't have a strong enough miner. And I think I always say this, a miner is probably more important. If you do have heavy hitters in your alliance, miners are more important than any warship you'll ever get, because they're what's going to help you raid. They're going to help you take resources that you need if you do have a war with another alliance or several alliances, or that's the culture on your server, whatever it might be. So yeah, that's pretty much it, really. It's between officers and strategy and always keeping scouts and lookouts for high value targets which you need to keep your eyes out on. That is effectively the best thing you can do. Now this Ashoka My Toy guy, we suspected is either a dev account or something, because he's never really partaken in much. He's kind of leveled up and acquires all these resources, but he's never really talked or actively played anywhere. He does join alliances, and we don't know what's happening here. So we do suspect it's someone, maybe either a dev account or someone who's just played and left the game after the merger and wasn't really interested anymore. Lucky for us, we gained a lot of par from this. You can see I started at about 350 or 348 million, and I've definitely acquired over 100 million there. I think about 120 million par in total, not to mention a little bit of the other bits and pieces. So it's definitely, it was definitely a very good time for us. And you can see there we're chatting about who's going to forget to shield up, because that always happens. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want the 8-hour footage, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.